me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was made, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
52, Mike, 52. Come on. You better break. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. I got you, punk. Got it. Check that Mike 52 right here. 52. Ain't no
Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 73 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Allen Bailey in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Panthers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown. 66 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
By the Panthers.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Joey Slye.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Ryan on second down. And his pass incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 16. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan. That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
32-yard line.
Second and 12. Now Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
51, sub! 51, sub!
Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
36, 36. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 99. Check, got it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Early on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
Ryan's pass complete to Deion Kane. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This is taken around the 12. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Hardman to return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Gurley. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater now. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Bridgewater on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Panthers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Come on, QB, come on. Check, check, check.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Good job over there, baby. I see you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 35-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 35 on second down, Bridgewater forced out to his left. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up second down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bridgewater again. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
The 19-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Woo! And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Demonte Casey on the coverage.
To throw is Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Grady Jarrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They go play action with Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
28-yard line.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
On the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play.
made a play. In the red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip.